So I got up this morning, late this morning, on a Thursday morning over here, wanting to play Paradise hockey, and so I decided that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play Paradise hockey. In addition, what I might do, depending on how long this game goes, and it shouldn't go too long, so I'm not doing overtime. This is a regular season game as part of a truncated season replay. I'm going to these teams actually they're scheduled for a home and home series against one another, and so I think I'm going to play game 73 of 80 of this with DoC hockey. But obviously before that, I'm going to play out game number 72 with Paradise hockey. So anyway, let's drop the puck. No need to waste any time on this one here. And get a bit of a late start in the day anyway, so I want to get this out of the way before I have to get to work. It's going to be Jack McIntyre here getting it off the draw. I decided as well I'm going to keep the clock off camera. I think I announced time enough that it should be okay. You don't really need to follow the clock, and that way you can see the players a little bit more. So anyway, Jack McIntyre here with it off the draw. And we're 30 seconds in. We're McIntyre, the 5-5, looking at Ron Matthews. I believe, yeah, that means Ron Matthews is going to take the puck away from him. And I play 30 seconds of play, so we're up to a minute now. Been playing around with Paradise for a little while. I don't know if the shots and goal totals would come out a little low for this, but I did have a 5-3 hockey game when I played it last night. And no white sixes advancing 2 minutes. I know, like, it works for the lull in a game like Hockey Blast. I don't think it, it's funny to me at least that I experimented recently with DoC hockey. I wanted variable advancing time instead of static advancing time. But yet with Paradise, I want the opposite. I want static advancing time. So anyway, minute into it here, Ron Matthews looking to Sid Finney. Matthews actually is going to be able to get it to Jim Baird for, I believe, left wing Jim Baird there for the first shot on goal here of the contest. Baird with the 5, actually, but he needs a 6 on Gilles Boisvert there because Boisvert is, not the greatest goalie. That would have been a spectacular save anyway. Boisvert's rebound rating suggests that the puck's going to go back to Jim Baird. So now we're a minute and a half in here. Baird this time with the 1-3, and he gets the puck to Phil Maloney. Phil Maloney's going to have a shot on goal here. And Maloney with a 4 and the 2. Let's see, Maloney. Do you need 6 to score? He needs a 7 in this game. So 2 would have been goals, actually. Declined, not because Boisvert is a good goalie, but quite the opposite. And the rebound, actually, with that red die roll of a 4, means the rebound goes to Ray Kinisewicz here, minute and a half in. Or minute and a half or 2 minutes, because I'm showing a minute and a half on this clock and 2 here. I'm going to say we're 2 minutes in, just in case. So 3 and 1 there. It's going to be actually, he's just going to manage a pass to Jack McIntyre. We'll get the line change in, and with the 3 and the 1 there. So so McIntyre here with it 2 minutes in, and up to 2.5 here now with the 2-5 there for McIntyre before heading off. Trent Beatty, so McIntyre is just going to hand it to centerman Forbes Kennedy there on Edmonton's second line. And we're at 3 minutes now. Got to remember to move both here and multitask or task switch. So 4 and 5 now. We look to left defenseman Les Hunt, and again, a pass is all that's going to be managed. He's going to get it back to across to Chuck Holmes there. And so 3.5 in now. There we go. And over the 6-6 there for Holmes, let me see, is there a penalty? Not on Les Hunt. So it's going to be a shot on goal there for Chuck Holmes. Holmes with the 10, so he fires wide. That puck's actually going to go to Les Hunt on the Vancouver Canucks, and up to 4 minutes we are now. And let's see here. So it's going to be a 3-2 Les Hunt looking to Forbes Kennedy. Means Kennedy's going to manage to take away. And I guess actually we can get a line change in here as well. We'll leave Kennedy here with it in possession of it. And 4.5 here in. And it's a 2-2 there for Kennedy looking to George Forbes. Kennedy's actually going to get the puck to right wing Warren Hines for a shot on goal. Might be Edmonton's first, actually. Hines with a 5, and a 5 is what he needs. We got a goal here, about 4.5 in. It's Warren Hines from Forbes Kennedy. Let's see if we have another assist. 6 and 6. So I guess, no, I mean, Kennedy, I'm going to assume the Corcoran was not nice yet. So I'm going to say Hines from Kennedy. Just a straight 1 assist goal. Makes enough sense to me. And we're going to play on here. So we're 4.5 in. Let's leave the lines on that we have on. I know, again, Paradise would dictate that you change the lines. I'm not going to do that. They've only been out there for 30 seconds. So anyway, 5 and 1. So it's going to be actually 1. The face-off is going to get to Dennis Cassian here. And 5 minutes into it now, we are here 1-0 Edmonton. 6-1 here for Cassian. Could be a penalty, actually. There is going to be one on Ron Matthews. I'm not going to delay it or anything. Because the way the game works, you could have shot, rebound, and it could be kind of an inevitably long delay. So let's see Matthews here. Oh, with the 11, that's going to be something extracurricular. So Matthews might not be the only one going. We have another 11. We have a fight here. High player gets a major, minor, and 10-minute misconduct. The other player gets a minor and major. So I think it's going to be 5 plus 2 and 10 for Matthews, and 5 plus 2 there for Cassian. Oh boy, I might have to reach into some of the extra players here after all. I'm the official scorer. I guess I could shave a little time off, but I think what I will do, I'm going to get Marty Howe. This is not Gordie Howe's son, Marty Howe. We'll assume that he was on the bench somewhere there riding the pine, and we'll take Ron Matthews out of it here for the time being. And I might actually do the same then with Cassian. I might just, I don't know if I'll keep, I mean, what are we now? We're like 5.5 in. We'll say 5 in just in case I jumped 30 seconds there earlier. So 5 in, let's say Marty Howe. And it's going to be, as well, it's going to be a 2-minute, no, they both get a minor and major. Okay. So we're just going to take a couple guys off the ice for a very long time. Don Chiz, I guess. Maybe Don Chiz. I've got Dennis Rathwell, Don Chiz. Chiz looks like the better candidate there to come in place of Dennis Cassian. So do have some extras here off camera. Wasn't planning on using them. Was planning on just going with 13 per roster. Will still just go with 13 per roster, but with some extracurriculars there, it's we're going to accommodate or accompany the festivities by getting a couple of guys out there that don't normally get ice time with the Pairadice game here. So I'll leave Cassie and Matthews over there by the coffee coasters. And so, yeah, if I've interpreted that correctly, according to the Pairadice penalty chart there, it was code M. It was a fight, and 5, 2, and 10, and then 5 and 2. So looks like mutual instigation. And anyway, wasn't expecting that. So we're 5 in here. Let's get this game back on the go. So we're going to get here right defenseman. So Marty Howe, already on the ice, already with possession. Again, not Gordie's son, just a coincidence, like Michael Bolton in Office Space. And the 6 and 6, that's not going to be a penalty in Chiz. We're going to award a shot on goal here. So Marty Howe, he's the fresh man tagged in, but it's a pretty terrible shot. It's going to be frozen, actually, by Boisvert. We're 5.5 in. So slow minute and a half there. Anyway, the 4-2, we're going to get to right wing here. Warren Hines, the goal scorer here. With it off the draw here up to 6 minutes, and a 5-5 there for Hines with a 6. So the reversal, but actually a pass is going to be a pass. He gets it to the defenseman on the same side there, Barclay Plager. Barclay Plager, later of St. Louis fame. 6 now, I think we're 7 now. 4 and 6 there. So Adam Keller, I believe he would take it away from Barclay Plager. So we're going to hand it to Keller, and we're going to get our top lines back on here. Doug Messier being Mark Messier's dad. I'm going to say it just in case he doesn't get a touch. 7. Wait a minute, that doesn't feel right. 7? I don't know, I screwed something up there. Anyway, we're 7.5 in now. We're getting the line change in anyway. How are we? Must have been 6? I'll have to go back and check. Anyway, so like an official here, this timekeeper missing some calls. Yeah. Okay, Adam Keller with it anyways. The 5-3 here. Keller looking at Marcone. Marcone's going to manage to take the puck away. Keller will head off ice. And I'm going to say I'm at 7 minutes now, actually. That feels about right because 2-4-6. Might have been a long shift there for the third line, but oh well. So Buddy Boone there with a 3. He's going to take it away from Lou Marcone. And so now we're at 7.5, I believe. So it's going to be a 4-2 there for Buddy Boone on John Mizuk. And he'll just manage to pass is all he can get. So Mizuk, the opposite actually of him. Buddy Boone's going to pass it, let's say, across to Phil Maloney. Gets it back. And here at the 8-minute mark, it is so 1-1 there for Buddy Boone. And Boone's going to play it to Jim Baird. Jim Baird here with a shot on goal. Whoops, with shot on goal. For Jim Baird there, the 6 and the 1. 6 and the 1, he needs 6 to score. The puck will go to Jack McIntyre instead here up to the 8-minute mark. And McIntyre with the 2-1. So 2-1 here on Buddy Boone. McIntyre gets it to Kinesiewicz. And Kinesiewicz here with a shot on goal. Kinesiewicz with a 6. And that's going to be a goal, so we get a 2-0 game here for the Edmonton Flyers. Ray Kinesiewicz from Jack McIntyre. And I didn't actually get the D6 and the D10 to roll exact time. For a little added flavor here. D6 and D10, where's my D10? So, time of the goal here, we're up to 8 minutes, and it's Kinesiewicz from McIntyre and the secondary assist if there was one. Oh, wait, I rolled the 5-2, I think, for that purpose. So I'm going to say Barclay Plager then with a secondary assist, and the time of the goal, so 10. No, that doesn't feel right. I'm going to say at 40. At 7:40. At 7:40 exactly, it was, again, it was Kinesiewicz from McIntyre and Barclay Plager, okay? And they're going to change lines here anyway. We'll get the second lines out. Sorry that I'm knocking around these post-it note Pairadice cards here a little bit. So face-off and seconds out here with a 1-1. That will go to left wing for Vancouver, Bob McCusker. McCusker here to the 8.5, and 3 and 4 for McCusker. Looking to Forbes Kennedy. He's simply going to pass it to the other wing, Trent Beattie. Up to 9 minutes here now, and we're looking 3 and 1 here. Beattie looking to Kennedy. Beattie's going to actually have it taken away by Kennedy there, knocked off the puck. It was Trent Beattie, so we're here 9.5 and 6-2 here. 6-2, that's not a penalty to DoC. It's going to be a straight shot on goal there for Forbes Kennedy. Kennedy with a 5-6. It's a terrible one at that. It's going to be held on to by Villamere, 9.5 in. And face off, we're going to get actually Forbes Kennedy winning it. So, let's see here. Kennedy looking to the 3-3. Kennedy's going to be able to man opposite the defense player. Going to be another shot here for Kennedy at the 10-minute mark before heading off. And so Kennedy there with a 6. 5 to score is what he needed. So in the 4, actually, poor rebound. Got to watch out for that Villamere and this poor rebound control. That's going to go to Chuck Holmes. And let's usher in another change here. And I guess about 17 minutes, 16, 17 minutes, I guess, when some of the other guys can come back on. I'm going to say after the first period, I'll just Matthews and Cassian back in there. Maybe Cassian a little earlier for Edmonton. Anyway, the 6-4 there for Chuck Holmes. Holmes is looking to Les Hunt, and he's narrowly avoiding a penalty. So shot on goal for Chuck Holmes here, 10.5 before heading off. And 6-4, so again, terrible shot on goal. That's going to go to Les Hunt, actually narrowly avoiding the penalty. There was Hunt, and 11 minutes into it now, and it's going to be a 1-2 there for Hunt, looking to John Chiz, taken away by Chiz. Hopefully I'm pronouncing his name right, Chiz or Chise. So 11.5 here, we got a 6-5 for Chiz. A lot of 6s here in this game. Could be a lot of penalties. Al LeBrun won't take one, though. He's gentlemanly. Chiz gets it over to Norm Corcoran. And Corcoran here, 11.5 in. Corcoran with a 4, but he needs a 5 to score on Villamere. And the rebound's actually going to go to Don Chiz here up to the 12-minute mark. And Chiz here with a 1-4. 1-4 looking at Popiem. Popiem will take it away, actually. So let's get Popiem, Vancouver with their lack of wings. So Popiem the centers in the wing position. Anyway, so let's let Daddy Doug Messier come on here. Popiem's going to roll us to 12.5 minutes there. And it's 5-6 there for him. So, taken away by Barclay Plager, that is here now. It's 13 minutes. And Plager here, the 1-4, looking at Jim Baird. I believe he loses at the Jim Baird. So, it's been intercepted here, 13.5 and 4-6 there. So, again, I mean, see, like this, we'd already be toward the end of the second period. I'm exaggerating, but only slightly if we were playing with a white 6. So, I do like the static moving time for some games. Pairadice is one of them. Anyway, Baird looking to the 4 there. Doug Messier, all he can manage to pass the 6. Let's see, that's going to be the defense on the same side, Adam Keller. So are we at 14 minutes now? Okay, so 3-5 here for Adam Keller, looking to Sid Finney. Keller's just going to get it to the other defenseman and head off. So we'll let Marty Howe here hold on to it for a moment while we usher in seconds here across the board. And so 14.5 here we go with 4-3 here, Marty Howe. The 2 taken away by John Mizuk. And it's up to 15 here now we are. And it's 6-5 there for Mizuk. Do we have a penalty? No. He gets it by Beattie, and he's simply going to take a shot on goal himself. Individual effort here from Mizuk. The 3-4. The rebound's going to get back to Chuck Holmes for Edmonton. And we go to 15.5 here, where we have a 2-5 there. Chuck Holmes looking at Trent Beattie. And 5 he'll get the pass to Forbes Kennedy, actually, with a pass is all he can manage. So Kennedy here at the 16-minute mark with a 5-4. Looking at Al LeBrun. And LeBrun, again, all that he can manage to pass as well. He gets it to Bo Alec. And so Alec actually will get... yeah, we'll get a line check. I guess we put the thirds in first, and maybe I'll double shift the first. I know they don't have the arrow on their card, but I don't really care. So to end the period here, but we'll have one more roll here for who is it again? Bo Alec, yes. So Boris Alec will say, I think it is Boris Alec, anyway, short for it. 4-3, so 4-3 on Keller. Keller will manage to take away actually right before Alec heads off. And so 17 minutes now we're at, and we have a 4-3 here, 4-3. So Doug Messier actually is going to manage to pluck that away from Keller. And 17.5 now. We are with a 5-2 there. Messier, looking at Marty Howe. Messier only with a 3, so that's taken away by Howe. And Howe is just out there. 18 minutes now, and 5-4 there for Howe. So a lot of mutual takeaway business here because Barclay Plager, defenseman, really getting involved in this one here. 18.5. I did say I'd go best and best for the final 2. And 6-2 there. Do we have a penalty to Jim Baird? We do not. It's going to be a shot on goal there for Plager. So Plager with a 6, that's not going to be good. But the rebound, however, will bounce back to Ray Kanisewicz there for the Flyers, who are up 2-0 here at this juncture. 19 minutes now. Final minute of play here in the period. That's going to be a straight shot on goal for Kanisewicz. Kanisewicz with the 5. He needs a 6 actually to score. The rebound's going to bounce back to Kanisewicz as well. A 19.5, 1-4 there. And Baird, all Kanisewicz can do now is pass it to center Sid Finney. Final 30 seconds of the first. And Finney, that's going to be a straight shot on goal for Finney. Finney with a 2 and the 5, and again, he would need a 7 to score, so he doesn't get it. The rebound will say that they've run out of time, though, in the first period. So we have a 2-0 Edmonton score here after 1. In a game that I might have favored Vancouver, but there you have it. So far, the Flyers up 2-0, and I'm just going to leave on who I have on here and start the second period here right away. No sense wasting any time, so it's going to be here Phil Maloney with it. Winning the draw, gets it back to himself, and 30 seconds in here, Phil Maloney with a 1-1. He's going to get it to Jim Baird for a shot on goal. Feels like Baird's already hit a few of them. Here with a 7, he needs a 6 to score. The rebound's going to go to Jack McIntyre there. I believe he has more goals than any other Edmonton Flyer thus far in my replay. In fact, I'm quite sure of it. And also, he's drawn a penalty here on Marty Howe. So, which reminds me, do I want to put Cassian back in place of Chiz? Same defense, better offense, a little more of a penalty risk. But I'm going to say Cassian. I'm going to permit them both to come back, actually. Cassian and Matthews. I mean, Marty Howe, I think he did well, but defensively not as strong. And so let me do a mid-game change here. Because Howe's going to the box anyway, so after this, he'll just go straight from box to bench, and we'll get Ron Matthews out there. In fact, I'll have Matthews come on and maybe play in his place here. I guess we're about a minute in now, I think, unless I've been slow to advance time. But Matthews has drawn one. Let's make sure that Marty Howe didn't get any special type of penalty there. It's going to be a standard 2-minute minor and hooking to be specific. So 2-minute power play here. I think for a minute I'll just leave on who I have on. So that's a tilted die. Let's do that again. It's going to be a 2 and a 6 for the power play team. Sid Finney won it to himself. And a minute and a half in here we are now. And a 3-5 there for Finney and Maloney. So Finney, I believe, his attack is a 6. He's going to have a shot on goal here himself in the power play. The 6-5 is pretty terrible one at that. It's going to bounce to Ron Matthews here at the 2-minute mark in period 2. And 5-3 there for Matthews. We will assume actually maybe that a right wing like Chuck Holmes is on the ice. So Matthews is going to be able to get a shot on goal there for that account. Although the center position's vacant, so I have to give it back to Sid Finney, I believe. And speaking of Finney, I'm just going to let him hold on to it, and let's change lines. We'll have the seconds have a little bit of power play time here. I might assume a wing in place of one of the defense on the point. Sid Finney, though, 2.5 here with a 1-5. Finney looking at McCusker. He's just going to get it to right wing Chuck Holmes. It was Warren Hines who scored in the first period, not Chuck Holmes, the first to open up the scoring. Anyway, with the 7, not quite good enough on Villamere, and that's actually going to bounce to Trent Beattie there in the penalty kill. So we're at 3 now, and I believe that's going to be the end of it for the power play. So Bo Alec here going to be able to take it away from Trent Beattie, and up to 3.5 here now. Probably just a short shift here for the second line, but oh well. Maybe I'll make it up to them later. So 2-5 there, and it's going to be taken away again by Beattie. So we have some back and forth here at the 4-minute mark. And with a 5-3 here, looking to Lou Marcone. Marcone actually managed to take that away from Beattie. So let's get Daddy Doug Messier coming on with everybody else is coming on the ice, I guess, for lack of a better way of putting it. So 4.5 here we are into it with the 3-6 here, and it is, yes, Lou Marcone with possession. And Marcone's going to go to Maloney instead there. And, oh dear, all the dice can go through there. Taken away by Maloney. So I believe we're up to 5 minutes now. We're there, even if we're there or not. That's where I'm putting us. So Maloney to Cassian. He's going to get it to, let me see here, 6, opposite the defensive player. So Ron Matthews here with a shot on goal at the 5-minute mark. Matthews with a 5, but he needs a 4, I guess, to score on Boisvert. And the rebound, in this case, is going to go to Buddy Boone there for the Canucks. 5.5 in now, and 1-1 there for Boone, looking to, wait a minute, they should put their top line in there too. Boone looking to, I don't know, let's check the defense. Yeah, no, that's right, okay. Anyway, might have been a short shift the third line, but oh well. I should have the top line getting more ice time. Buddy Boone there with a 1-1, and that means he gets it to Jim Baird. Boone to Baird for a shot on goal. Seems like that's happened a few times in this 2-6 Baird. That's not quite going to suffice. So the rebound will go to instead Phil Maloney after the 6 minutes here. And Maloney here, and then he'll head off. So 4, Doug Messier there. No, that will go to 5, right wing Buddy Boone. Boone with a shot on goal here at 6 minutes, and that's a 3. That's it. Oh, he scored. No, no. Yes, because there's no star mod there. So Buddy Boone has actually gotten the star mod on the 6, but not on the 3. The asterisk there. So Buddy Boone has finally put Vancouver on the board here. 6 minutes into period 2. If we want the exact time, maybe we'll get that first. It's 44, so I'm going to say here, because between 30 and the 2, so 30, yeah, 40, at 44, actually, that's going to work out exactly. So here at 5:44 of period 2, and I'm going to give Maloney the first assist, and we'll give Baird the secondary assist, the second assist there, and we have a 2-1 hockey game, and I guess we'll finally put on our third line now as well. Third line's there, and away we go with it. Have at it. So 6:30 here now with the 5-2. That means off the draw that Warren Hines will have possession. Here it's 7 minutes, or no, 6.5, maybe 6.5, 7. Okay, 5-6. Oh, they're third line anyway. They don't do a whole lot. So LeBron's going to take it away there from Warren Hines, sort of reinforcing my point there a little bit already. 7.5 here. It's going to be 2-5, but with the reversal, got to pay attention to that. Probably have missed at least one. Wouldn't surprise me at all. That will be normally taken away by Hines, but LeBron's going to get a 2-5. The other defenseman, Les Hunt here with a scoring rating of 2. The shot on goal to 5, not quite. And Boisvert, the rebound is going to be kicked back to Larry Popien. So the Canucks will maintain the zone, maintain possession here at 8 minutes. Popien with a 3-1 over Corcoran. So Popien's going to get it to the other wing here. George Ford, forward here, 1-5. That's not going to work. He needs a 5 to score. You get a 6, so closer than I thought. But that's going to go to Bob Cabell, and we'll get another change here. Let's get our second lines on. Feels like it's been a little while for them. And first defense pairing. So here at 8.5 minutes with the rebound is what's his name again? Bob Cabell. So Cabell there at 6, and whoops, covering everybody here. I am. Kennedy with a 2. So actually Forbes Kennedy's drawn a penalty here. And again, I'm not going to do delays or anything. Let's go. It's going to be a straight minor to Forbes Kennedy, and 10, it's going to be delay penalty. I'm going to ignore that and just say, Kennedy, well, you know what? I should try to play this game. So just going to get it through, I guess. I'll just let Bob Cabell take a shot on goal. Maybe he'll score. 7, he needs a 5 to score, so no, not quite. And the rebound, it will go to Kennedy himself, actually, so we'll blow it down here. And I think we're 9 in. I'm going to say we're 9 in. It feels like we're 9 in. And so it's Kennedy headed to the box for a pair. I'm going to leave Alec and Holmes out there for the first minute at least as the defensive forwards here. And we already have our best defenseman on the ice. That's going to be won by the power play. That's going to go to, I will assume, Popien, the point man, scores in the 4. Let's say Baird's the point man for this. So no, I don't know if he would have been a point man back then or not, but anyway, 9.5 there. Baird with a 5-4 to Plager. So actually, because it's in the power play, he gets it to the other wing there. Trent Beatty for a shot on goal here with a man advantage, and Beatty with a 6 and a 4. It's a terrible one at that. It's going to go to Doug Messier. So 10 minutes in now, halfway through the game we are, and with a 3-6 there, Messier looking at Dave Duke, and it's going to be taken away actually by Duke. So 10.5 here we are. It's let's see here. It's a 5-1. And that doesn't feel right. Anyway, 5-1 there for Dave Duke and Barclay Plager. That's going to be a shot on goal here in the power play for Bob McCusker. McCusker with a 6, and that's actually precisely what he needs to score here in the power play. So McCusker has tied it up here for Vancouver on this. I think toward the end there, the Forbes Kennedy penalty, we're going to say 11, make everything convenient. Because again, Pairadice, you advance 2 minutes in a white 6 anyway, so whatever. If I'm knocking it 30 seconds ahead here and there. It feels about right. So tail end of the power play there, Vancouver, Bob McCusker with the goal. And was it Dave Duke who had it? I can play it back. I'm going to say for the time being McCusker from Duke. Sometimes in a real game, right, they review the goal after, they change the assist, they change who touched the puck last, went in off somebody's stick or other paraphernalia. So 5-1, we're going to say McCusker from Duke and Ron Matthews there getting a helper on the power play. For the Canucks, we have a 2-all game here now, 11 in. And no, that's right, actually, because the 3 and the 4, I was saying earlier that didn't feel right, but what do I know? So it's going to be here 2 and a 6. That will go to center Dave Duke, that's right. Conveniently, we'll leave them on for another minute. So 1 and 3 there, Duke looking to Bo Alec, and this time she's going to get a pass to the man opposite the defense. So in this case, that's going to be Ron Matthews here, and we are 12 in there officially with 2-3 there from Matthews. That was a funny sounding drop. Matthews over Holmes. Matthews gets it to center Dave Duke. Duke here with a shot on goal on the 5-3. That goes to Forbes Kennedy, actually. Kennedy here is back in the ice. he'll tread water with it. Let's get the top line on here. Feeling in the mood to get the first lines out for both teams. But Kennedy here will get us to 12.5 beforehand. And with the 6 and the 2 and the 1 there for Kennedy. I'm looking at the 6 there. So should be taken away actually by Buddy Boone then in that case. Kennedy heads off. And 13 minutes now. We have a 1-5 there. Buddy Boone looking at Jack McIntyre. He's going to get the puck to 5. 5, that is center. So Phil Maloney, maybe not who you want having here. With shot and goal 13 in, I believe. And the 4-4-6 that would have been knocked away anyway via a spectacular save. That's going to go to John Mizuk here. Now 13.5, I think. So 3-5 there. Mizuk looking to Maloney. He's going to just barely lose it to Maloney. So Maloney with the interception here. 14 into the second period. 6-5. That's not a penalty on Finney. Straight shot up for Maloney with a 4 and the 3. And he needs... So Boisvert, there you go. The Edmonton Flyers, the bad goaltending in Alberta. Bad Alberta goaltending in this thing, in this replay. It's going to be 3-2 here. 3 unanswered goals. Vancouver have come back to score here in period 2. Kind of called this before the game. I'm not proud of that. I think Maloney managed to take away from Mizuk and then had the straight shot on goal. So I'm going to say a lone assist here goes to Les Hunt. And 14 in, let's change lines. Let's go to our third line again, I guess. Third lines again with the top defense unit out there. And so that means that the faceoff is going to be won here by George Ford. 3-2 Vancouver, 14.5. And so 5-3 there for, who did I say, George Ford. He's going to lose the puck to Barclay Plager. Plager here at 15 minutes. And 4-4 there for Plager to Keller. So that's going to go to Keller. And 15.5 here now. It's going to be a 5-1 there for Keller to Plager as well. So let's see some back and forth here in this shift. Nothing in the way of offense here. 16 minutes, so 2-5. And Plager to Ford, so he'll pass it to the other defenseman there, Doug Messier, and head off. We'll get the second line out there, and then we'll get the top line out there to finish things off appropriately. So Messier here with it at 16.5 with a 1-5. Looking at Bob McCusker. And McCusker is going to... Actually, no, sorry, Messier will get it to the other defenseman before skating off. So 17 in now we are with a 2-3 there. Marcone looking at Beatty, so I believe that's going to be a loss to Beatty. And 17.5 here now with a 3-1. Beatty looking to Kennedy. And Kennedy with a takeaway here. So this is the only thing about this. I feel like maybe I'm not getting quite enough shots in goal, but I'm getting a realistic score here. So maybe this doesn't work with better goalies, but it's working for this game in Pairadice. Anyway, Kennedy is going to get the puck to Chuck Holmes here for a shot on goal here at the 18.5 minute mark, I guess. No, that's not right. 17.5 minute mark, rather. Holmes with a 6. And the 6 on Villamere is what he needs. We have a 3-all game here. Chuck Holmes has tied it from Forbes Kennedy. And I think some sporadically I have time for goals. I'll try to remember to do it for this one here. The 2-5. We're going to give Lou Marcone the second assist. And we're going to go here to 49. 17-19. And because they were still 17.5 minutes, so we'll quickly get their 30 seconds out of the way. That's going to be won by Forbes Kennedy. So a bit of a victory lap here, half shift skate. 1-6 there. That goes to, it's actually Kennedy is going to get it to opposite the defensive player, Lou Marcone, who got the assist there. He's going to try for a goal to go with it. That's an awful shot, though. That's going to go to Les Hunt here while we change. And get all our best on here for the final 2 of period 2 here, 18.5. And 5-5 there for Hunt. That's going to Barclay Plager. And after 19 here we go with it. 1-2 there. Plager looking at Baird, so he's not going to be able to play it. Baird takes it away. And again, sorry, I know I'm knocking these Post-its around. Baird, we have a penalty here late, though. Baird to Plager. Yet, so Plager's going to be on the hook here with a 19.5. So... I almost feel like delaying that, actually, because Baird, let me see the 4 and the 4. No, Plager would have had it. Oh, Baird, I guess, could have managed the pass. Let's get creative here. So maybe Baird gets the Buddy Boone. And Boone here with a 5-3. So Boone will actually be able to get this to Maloney here for a shot on goal. Delayed penalty. And Maloney with an awful shot. That's going to be collected by Plager, actually. So we're going to say here, we're going to start off Vancouver with the power play here into period 3. And after the sip of iced coffee. So it's 3-3 after 2, and Plager on the hook for 2. So I want to get Messier out there in the penalty kill. So I'm going to say Messier and Marcone. And then defensive forwards, let's see. Probably Alec and Kennedy for the defense for the kill. And obviously Vancouver's going to go with their tops. Matthews and maybe McCusker on the point. Sure. So starting things off here, it's going to be Phil Maloney with possession off the draw. Let's maybe slide Maloney down there a bit. And so 30 in here we are. 30 in here in the power play. They get up to the 2-minute mark there. Maloney to Kennedy. Maloney's going to get the puck to 4 Jim Baird here. Power play shot on goal. Baird with a 7. And now he needs a 6 there. So that's going to go to the rebound to Buddy Boone there. So up to a minute in here we go here in period 3. And that's going to be here the 5 and 6 there. We look to Marcone. So it's going to be Boone getting it to the defense on the same side there. Matthews can tee it off at the point. Another 5 and a 6 will be frozen by Boisvert there. So let's see here. We have a 2-5. That's going to be won by the power play again to 5. That goes to Ron Matthews there at the point. The point man here, minute and a half in. Matthews with the 3-6 on Kennedy. He will manage it, though. He's going to get it to the other defense, the acting defense here. Bob McCusker with the man advantage. The 2 and the 4, and that's actually what he needs to score. So McCusker, I think, is that his second goal? It's his second point at least, if not his second goal. My terrible memory here. So minute and a half. Let me see if I can remember how this is done. So 19. I think we had another 19. So we're going to go here minute 19, and we're just back to even strength as well. Yes. Okay, so back to even strength. Let me just go best and best here for another 30 then. And top line against top line is what I mean by that. And it's 6-2 here, so that's going to be won by Kanisewicz. And so the Canucks, I didn't roll for assist. McCusker from Matthews get it back to McCusker, and this counts for the assist and the assist only. Buddy Boone would have been out there in the power play. So quickly we'll give it to Matthews, McCusker from Matthews and Boone. Up to the 2-minute mark here we go, and it's going to be 5-6 there. So looking to Matthews, going to take it away from Ray Kanisewicz and Trebwater on ice here while we get a change. And so 2.5 here we are now with Matthews in possession, and 5 there, 5 offense. So I don't think it's going to be taken away by Marcone. He's going to get it to the other defense, the oncoming defense there, Les Hunt. Whoops. And the dice getting involved here. So Hunt there with a 6. No, the rebound will go to Dave Duke. And 3 minutes in now we are. Dave Duke here with a 1-2 and Bo Ellick. So the pass here to Trent Beattie, I believe. Yep. Here 3.5 now. Beattie with a 5-1. And that's going to be lost to Lou Marcone. Up to 4 minutes here now. And 2-1 there for Lou Marcone. Trent Beattie, 4 taken away from Marcone. And Beattie again. So we're going to get our third line out now in our top defense units for each team to keep it simple here in the third. So 4.5 here now. We are with a 5-6 there for Beattie to Plager. Plager manages to take that away. No reversal. Gotta remember to check for that reversal. I'm sure I've missed some. Anyway, up to 5 minutes here we go with it. Plager looking to, let's see here, left wing. Who's the left wing in the ice right now? So Plager's just going to get it to center Norm Corcoran, I guess. Yes, that's okay. 5.5 here we go. 5-2 there, 2-5. So George Ford, Norm Corcoran. Corcoran gets it to Warren Hines again. The pass is all that's managed here at the 6-minute mark with a 6-4. That's not going to be a penalty in Keller. That's going to be a straight shot on goal here for Hines with a 6. He needs a 5 to score, and he doesn't quite get it, but the rebound will go to Dennis Cassian. At the 6-minute mark, we're going to get a change here. And anyway, maybe we need some more of the top lines. Might double shift the top defense at some point as well there. 6.5 here we are now with a 6-1. So penalty to Al LeBrun. Penalty to oncoming Al LeBrun. So Edmonton power play where they're looking to tie it. And if this is not a delayed, no. So it's going to be 2 for boarding, actually. Minor penalty for boarding going to Al LeBrun. So I'll look to Matthews. Should it go to Vancouver defense? And I think that Edmonton's just going to, maybe we'll assume a timeout for Edmonton here. And 6.5. I want to say we're at 7, just in case. Maybe it was delayed there for 30 seconds. So anyway, it's heating up in here. So I might actually open the door to the annex. It's, I don't know, it was like it's been between -5 and -10. Feel like we need a little fresh air in here, but as fresh as it ever gets in the city. And so Cassian's still holding on to it. He's had it for a while. And yeah, 7 minutes in. So anyway, let's get a power play going here, but it's going to be won by the short-handed. I guess I'll assume that there's some good defensive forwards here. We'll take Buddy Boone off, and we'll say Baird and Maloney. So Baird will have possession here with it off the draw. 7.5. I realize there's probably a bit of a hum there now, but I can talk over that. I think I'm loud enough. So McIntyre, that's going to go to 5. 5, he'll get it to the center. But the center's vacant, so Sid Finney, rather, taking it away there. Finnegan. So I don't know if that would have been his nickname or not. Finney with a 6-2, and it's vacant, so straight shot and go here in the power play for Finney, looking to tie. And that frozen by Villemere? No, it's not. The rebound's going to be kicked back to Finney. So 8.5 here. Now I'm just going to leave on who I have on here as power play. They had a timeout. The 1-3, though, is that not taken away by Baird? I guess I can do the reversal here in the power play. So I haven't really thought of it, so I'll just try to stay consistent with it here. 9 minutes, tail end here. Baird with a 4-2. Not a great power play for the Flyers, looking to get back in this one. Baird here, 4-2. That's going to be taken away by Messier because it is the tail end of their power play time. So we will allow that at least. And so 2-2 here now. We'll assume Les Hunt is tired, but whatever. Al LeBrun is on, and they have possession there, so LeBron's able to get on. And so go up to 9.5 here now, I guess. And it's 1-4 there for Doug Messier to McCusker. Messier is going to pass it to the wing on the same side, Bo Alec. And so 10 minutes here. We are 10 and a half. No, we're up to 10. 9.5 and 10. That's right. So the 4 and the 3 here, that's going to be Les Hunt taking it away from Bo Alec. And so we have third lines. Feels like it's been a little while for them. And so Les Hunt here with possession here up to 10.5. Got to try not to slow down here. The 1-5, that goes to Cassian. It's taken away by Cassian there. Yep. And up to 11 minutes now. Cassian here with the 1-1. We're looking at Larry Popian, and he's going to get the puck across the other wing. Warren Hines, who did open up the scoring in this game. Hines with the 5-2. He's not going to repeat the feed here. That's going to go to right wing, actually, George Ford. And Ford here, we're 11.5 in. Ford here with a 4-1. And Ford on Doug Messier, taken away by Doug. And up to, whoa, dear, oh my goodness, Dice went in the coffee. That is a first. Oh, wow, Dice in the coffee. Dice in the coffee. I'm just going to get another die, and I'm not going to drink that. Wow, that is a first. That is a first in Hockey Unreal. What is it, January 13th? That is a first. Die. You can't see it, I guess it's just off camera. Die. You can't see it in there either, I don't think. Anyway, the die, it's an old die anyway. It's in the coffee mug, so I'm not going to be drinking any more coffee in this, apparently. Wow, that really kind of distracted me. I see Messier touching the puck, so what can you do? I'm going to do my best here. Up to 12 minutes. Messier to Ford, I believe that's going to be a play. No, Messier, it's going to be a pass, actually, to the center. So Norm Corcoran here. Let's get a line change in, my goodness. Yeah, let's do this. Okay. We're good to go. So 12.5. Yeah, 12.5 here. The 1-4 for Cork and Jim Baird taken away by Baird. There for Vancouver. Canucks trying to protect their lead here. 13 minutes now. Baird 5-6. And so Baird, all he's going to manage is a pass, though, to the defense on the same side, and that's Les Hunt on the left side there. So 13.5 now, the 1-4. And looking to McIntyre. McIntyre will skate away with possession here up to 14 minutes. And 1-4 there for McIntyre, looking at Baird. So, no, that's going to be the opposite wing there, Kanisewicz. So kind of a lull here, the equivalent of it. Let's get seconds on and top defense. And 5-4 there, so he's going to be lost to Matthews, oncoming Matthews here. And a half. Right, 14.5 now. That's 14.5 or 15. Okay, 3 and 5. 3 and 5 here, so Matthews. He will actually get the puck to other defenseman, I guess. Adam Keller with the shot and goal. I think that's a first for him in this one. Keller with the 1 and the 2, and that's exactly what he needs to score. So Adam Keller, Vancouver Canucks defenseman with a scoring rating of 2. And we have a 5-3 game here. Keller from Matthews? Yeah, Keller from Matthews. And 6 and 2. Keller from Matthews and Maloney. No. Keller from Matthews and Duke. And don't drop any more dice in the mug. 03, 33, but 1503. Why not? Is that right? Even if it isn't, maybe 1433. Okay. Leave on who we have on up to the 16-minute mark. Anyway, it looks like we still have a couple to go here. So what are we doing here? 38. So 4-3 here now. That's going to be won by Forbes Kennedy here at home. Flyers down by 2 here, so now we're at 15.5 if we weren't there before. Beatty, he's going to get it to Bo Alec. Bo Alec here with a shot on goal. It doesn't feel like Edmonton's had too many of them of late. And 5 and 3, rebound to Dave Duke. And 16 here now we are, so 3 and 5 there for Duke. And Duke will hand it to Beatty, and we're going to get, I'm just going to double shift actually. We'll save me the second defense pair and look at the top defense. No. Yeah, no. Okay. Do this. And so Beatty here at 16.5 and 4 and 2 there for Beatty. Let's see, taken away by Mizuk there for Edmonton. So 17 minutes now. Mizuk with a 6 and the 6. I think that's going to be a straight shot for him. And 1 and a 6. So no, that's going to be bounced back to Norm Corcoran here at 17.5. Corcoran there with a 2-1 on forward. So Corcoran here, pass across to Cassian. And when are they going to pull here? They're down by 2, so I think they do have to pull here. So Cassian, 17.5 here. Cassian with a shot in the 4-2. That's not going to work here. Villamir, the rebound, however, will go back to Cassian. So I will assume actually 6-on-5 here somehow up to the 18-minute mark now with a 4-5. Cassian looking to Les Hunt here at the 18-minute mark. So Les Hunt has it. Boisvert, he's on the bench now. I'm trying to get back into the goal here. We're going to say 6-on-5, though. Let's see. Les Hunt might not be able to play it here. So we're at 18.5 here. Hunt with the 3-3. Looking to Finney. Yeah, Finney's going to take that away. So we'll assume here 6-on-5 for Edmonton. We'll say maybe Warren Hines here's the 6th man because Holmes is just coming off. Whatever. It's late in the game. We'll say Alec actually the score rating is 6, but then it's delicate balance. No, Holmes I think is the right guy. Okay, so let's see here. 19, we have Sid Finney there with a 6-5. Looking at Maloney. Sid Finney will get it to Kanisewicz here for a shot on goal. And Kanisewicz with the 7, but he needs a 6 to score. The 3 and the 4 means that they maintain possession. Kanisewicz himself getting the rebound here, 19.5. 4-4. Looking at Keller, though, is Kanisewicz. He's going to lose it to Keller. Oh, no, wait, with the reversal there. He's going to get it to the other wing for a shot on goal here. Jack McIntyre with a 3. McIntyre needed a 2 or a 6 to score on Villamir, and he rolled a 3. He does, however, get the rebound. Final 30 seconds. Let's see if they can get back at least one. McIntyre to the 1-5. And actually, all he's going to manage here in this situation is a pass to Sid Finney, the center. Let's just see if Finney's going to score. No, he isn't, so we're just going to call it. And that's it for your game. So 5-3, much like last night's actually. It was a 5-3 verdict there. This one's a 5-3 final score as well here. Vancouver over Edmonton. And right back to finish this home-and-home series. Been a crazy late morning on the tabletop. We have dice on ice, and here somewhere there's a die just chilling out there in that mug. So no more coffee for me for the time being. And I have to remember as well, I'm not advancing time for this. I'm going to try to play traditional Pairadice hockey here. And I'll try to remember to move the puck to the team. I should make no guarantees about that. But anyways, the Canucks coming off a 5-3 win here over the Flyers. Let's see if they can win now with it back in Vancouver. I'm going to try to use this to count the number of sequences. I'll move 4 twice. I guess what I can do is slide that over. I don't need the Quick Play Pro Hockey Clock for this. Sorry if that's a distraction. But then that says Pairadice Hockey, probably a distraction also. And again, I want to do 4 sequences, or 8 sequences, but I think if I can remind myself to move the 4 twice. Anyway, I might do the cut and draw for this one. So we're going to get here off the top with possession. It's going to be actually Forbes Kennedy for the Edmonton Flyers. And I could reach around the tripod here. It's a little bit awkward. Let me see what I can do about this. Joker's going to be taken away, though, so nothing in that opening sequence here where... why is that so... I guess maybe if you have the cards over here, it's better. Sorry. So anyway, so that's right, taken away. So that's, yeah, as per the rules. Now, okay, 1 full sequence. It's the only thing we need to get playing around, experimenting around. So we're starting the second sequence here. I'll figure it out. Hopefully, or not. It's going to be Barclay Plager here, so the Flyers with possession again, but the 2 is going to be taken away, so we're going to burn 2 more cards here, and looks like maybe a couple of good ones there, but anyway, it's going to be 8, so Ron Hutchinson now back with it the other way for the Canucks, and he can't penetrate the Flyers' defense with that Jack of Hearts, so 2 more coming off now. We are 3 or 4, oh goodness, 4, 8, 12, right, 3 sequences, okay, so... it's to commence the next one here. It's going to be Flyers possession again here. Marty Howe with it, and the Canucks. The Canucks. Remember, the Canucks are at home now, and to start the fourth one here, and how the 5, I don't think he's going to be able to put it through with the 5, so a couple more cards coming off here. And let's see here to start the next one, though, the ace, that's going to be Phil Maloney here for Vancouver here, and sequence 5, Maloney with the 9, he puts it through to 9. 9 is going to be Bob Cabell, Robert Bob Cabell, and with the Queen of Hearts, we look in Boisvert surrenders on Kings and Queens, so it's going to be Bob Cabell from Phil Maloney, and let's flip for a secondary assist here. So 5, so it's about 12.5 in, between 10 and 12.5 in, and 6 of diamonds. That's going to be Ron Matthews picking up the secondary assist. So let's see here. We are going to, I almost want to advance time because I have been playing it recently. That's going to go back to Norm Corcoran and the Edmonton Flyers here to start sequence 6 of 8 here for the first period. And the 5 there, that is nothing doing there for Corcoran and Edmonton. So 2 more coming off here, the pile. And sequence number 7, here we go, the 7 of spades. That goes to Billy McNeil. Billy McNeil with the 6, unable to do anything with it. So 2 more coming off now. And it's the final sequence here, the period. And at Edmonton, they've had possession in this frame, but not been able to do much of anything with it. Billy McNeil, however, now that I've said that, gets it to Sid Finney. Sid Finney with the 5, and so we do have a 1-1 game here late in the period. And so it's going to be Finney from Billy McNeil, and the secondary assist is going to Chuck Holmes. Finney from McNeil and Holmes. And I guess I can count the smaller number of cards here, 3, 4, 7, 10, 13, 16, yeah, 20, because there were a couple of secondary assists there, and I don't think any team players came up in the batch. So it's going to be 1-1 here after 1. Back for period 2. Man, is it ever tempting to take a sip even knowing that there's a die. Would you, if you dropped a die in your mug and you really wanted a sip of coffee, would you? Don't answer that question, please. Don't embarrass me. Anyway, I'm just saying, what the point here is that I would like another sip of coffee, but I'd have to go out and make more. So McIntyre here with it to kick off the second period. And let's see with the 8 there. So McIntyre, that's going to be a play through here. Edmonton trying to take a quick lead. They scored late in period 1. They want to pick up where they left off. So he gets it to Don Chiz, and Chiz unable to score. So here do we go to sequence 2 where Phil Maloney with the puck here. And I don't do the injury because it's already in the cards that if they missed a little time that season, this is a season replay, a condensed one at that, but still a season replay, they're going to miss time, so I don't bother with injuries. We're just going to burn a couple more cards here. And 2 have been done. And into sequence 3 again, it's home Vancouver with possession. Les Hunt, if you remember him from the game before, Hunt with the 6, unable to get anything through. So Hunt punts it, and 2 more coming off the deck there. I hope I took only 2. Did I take 2 off the deck? Hunt, yes. Right, and so with the 10, it's going to be a Charles Buddy Boone, and Buddy Boone with a 4. So again, 2 more cards just going to be burned here. Where was that 4 sequences? 4, 8, 12, yes, 16. So that means that's why we count out 32 cards. Perhaps I should idiot-proof this a little more when I'm on camera. Anyway, we're halfway through this game. It's such a fast-playing game. Into sequence 5, Bob McCusker with the 3. So 2 more cards going to be burned here. McCusker unable to do anything with it there. And with a 4, that's going to be that's going to be here Forbes Kennedy. Kennedy with the Joker. Joker visitor bad, as I've explained in previous videos. 2 more being burned here. I think we're at sequence 7. It's going to be 8 here, and then the Jack, so nothing doing there for Ron Hutchinson and Vancouver. Right, so yeah, 2 more coming off the pile here. So I think we're at sequence 7. I'll double check here after this one, but 10, and then the Joker. There for Chuck Boone, I did turn it back on. So 10 and the Joker for Boone. For home, that's good. So 2, 5. 5, Ron Matthews with the Queen. And Ron Matthews has scored here. He's picked up a couple of points in this one. So late in period 2 here, Ron Matthews making it a 2-1 game here for Edmonton. And let me just double check here. So we got 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. And it's the secondary assist, I guess. Who was it? Did I say Matthews from Boone? Was it? Matthews from Boone, and the secondary, and I guess this is the tail end of the second period. So another goal here late in the period for a team. Maloney there picking up the secondary helper. So 2-1 here after 2. Hopefully I've shuffled well enough back here for period 3. I hope I've shuffled well enough. I might have started talking there before the camera had begun recording sound. So Chuck Boone here to kick things off. We have 2-1 Vancouver after 2. Boone with the 2. And so we're going to burn the first sequence and a couple of cards therein. And so the Jack, so it's the Canucks maintaining possession here. Jim Baird there with a narrow miss, unable to play it through. So These are just two teams that are not very good in this replay. Conclusion. So up to sequence 3, though, we go with the Canucks maintaining possession here. Marty Howe again, unable to do much of anything with it at all. So here we go into sequence 4, I believe, here, about midway through the third frame with the queen there, Bob McCusker. And McCusker there, kings and red queens, so the Edmonton defense takes it away. And sorry that I've not been active enough with this, so 2 more cards coming off the pile, though. And so here we go into sequence 5, real fast-moving one with not much happening. Cabal, however, on red queens, he gets it to, let me see, 9 there. Cabal, individual effort, and Cabal's going to add a little insurance here for Vancouver at a time that's approaching late in this one. And so Cabal between 10 and 12.5 in, and there'd be only 1 assist on the goal. Cabal, individual effort there, and Chuck Boom will get the, or Charles Buddy Boom is his nickname, I think, is Buddy, will get the secondary assist there. And away we continue with it. So it's going to be actually Mizuk for, feels like a first Edmonton Flyers possession here in quite some time. And not really a fruitful one at that. So some cards going to be burned here with a 6, though. It's going to be Edmonton maintaining it. Barclay Plager, Joker, Visitor, bad. Are we really in the final sequence here? Joker, it's going to be any player there. So Phil Maloney, I'll double check. Maloney gets it through to the Jack. The Jack is Dave Duke. And again, they've scored here on Boisvert late. So let me just double check here. So again, that was Duke from Maloney. And 10 of hearts is Duke, I guess. So just 1 assist on, 1 assist on the goal. And yes, a couple of goals here in the third period, and with 20 cards remaining, everything adds up. So it's, Vancouver, I guess they go 2-0 here in this home and home. They've defeated Edmonton in Pairadice Hockey, and they've defeated Edmonton here in DoC Hockey. So here you get the 2 games in 1. 2 games in 1. And so cheers from the mug that's somewhere anyway. You can't see it. The coffee I drink is dark enough, I guess. There is a white die in there, a white D6 in there somewhere, and that happened mid-Pairadice game. And so I'm back to playing DoC Hockey here with this WHL series, this shortened season. I felt like this project was lagging behind a little bit, and I didn't like that because it's not for lack of interest. I do highly enjoy replaying this season and these players and teams and everything like that. Kind of a sentimental favorite is Stan Chuk-Maxwell on Los Angeles. And so there's that as well, among other things. And it's just really neat, actually, to play with a different league other than the National Hockey League. So looking forward to that. Looking forward to some more, and hopefully the not-too-distant future, some World Hockey Association play with DoC Hockey as well. And saw, actually, because these are the bags that I ordered the dice in, I have a free one, so I can cut up the WHA cards, and I put them in there, actually, for DoC Hockey. I still have them all on one sheet in behind here somewhere. Anyway, so anytime that you give this any consideration, while it's never expected, it's always appreciated. And again, from the mug with the die in it somewhere, cheers, thanks, and bye for now.